What is intentional faith development? I think it's something that starts when you're very, very young, and it just grows, and you find out how much you need it as you get older.
For instance, like my children, like I intentionally tried to develop their faith so that they will grow up in the church and continue going to church after they get through confirmation. Pastor Steve said it well in his sermon. We don't want to just put on these gowns on them and then have them leave the church. We want them to continue to come here and have a spiritual life so they have life after life.
Don't just like forget about church. Don't like once you graduate confirmation, don't just like disappear, and like actually continue with your continue to youth group, continue to become to help out in the church and volunteer and stuff like that.
I think going beyond just going to church, going to do the Bible studies, going to do the extras, like vacation Bible school, helping out in your child's classroom, getting into a small group, so you can grow more in a smaller group setting than just being in the church on Sundays.
I think for me it's taking advantage of the various things that are offered here and showing up, listening, paying attention so that when I go home I can try to live my life in that way and carry out the things that God wants for me in my day-to-day life.
Well, I think maybe a recommitment to something daily, you know, maybe personally.
I think faith development for me is just always learning, just learning more about Christ and what He wants for me in my life and what He wants me to do for others. One way that for me to develop my faith is be in a Bible study in a small group, and part of that is community with your friends and getting to know each other, and part of that is learning more about Christ together and what you can learn from each other.
I think it's just as easy as just coming here and just sitting in the church and listening.